So I'm just waiting for our guests to arrive today. We have Rebecca Randall, spa manager at the spa at Bedford Lodge in Newmarket. So it'd be really interesting to hear sort of firsthand to how things are going and what life as a spa manager is like. So I'm just waiting for her to join us. So she hopefully should be with us shortly. So Rebecca, are you there? Just waiting for her to come on. She should be here in a minute. So Rebecca's going to tell us a little bit about her journey as a spa manager and what her job is like. So it'll be really interesting for anyone who's looking to get into spa management, but also just to understand how she's sort of managing things during this period. Which has been challenging, for everyone, particularly in the wellness industry. So I'm just waiting for her to send a notification. I know she's there. Yep. So we should have her shortly. So just waiting for her. Should be on any moment now. Hello. Oh, hi, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hi, you're here.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
I'm not very good with things like this.
I wasn't sure. It looks a bit hazy in the background. It looks a bit like you're in a steam room.
Oh, does it? No, I'm at home.
That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, that would be a bit worrying, wouldn't it? You'd get a bit hot, I think, after a while.
Yeah, get a bit hot under the collar.
Yeah. So I was just telling the guests that we have that you're the spa manager at the spa at Bedford Lodge Hotel, which is a beautiful luxury boutique spa in Newmarket. And from what I know about the spa is that you really specialise in giving guests that sort of personalised experience. So it's it's a really beautiful one. So and one of our definitely one of my favourite spas because you really do spoil everyone there. So if you can just tell us a little bit about how you got into the spa industry and what sort of brought you to Bedford Lodge, that would be really great.
Yeah, of course. So I've been in the industry for just over 20 years now. So I've worked as a therapist within the spa industry, but also within salons. I was then lucky enough to have the opportunity to start my own business, which I ran for about 5 years. I then wanted a new challenge, so I went off and worked for Dermalogica, the skincare company. Yeah. So I was with them for about 5 years as well. But I then decided that I wanted to sort of get back into the thick of it and be in the action. And I'd known of Bedford Lodge Spa, having grown up in Cambridge, which is obviously just down the road from Newmarket. And the opportunity came up for me to join the team. So I've been there for just over 4 years now.
Yeah, well, that's good. And so what's life like as a spa manager? I think it's always good, particularly for those looking to come into the industry, because there's so many opportunities in spa. And I think people don't often think about spa management. So what's your sort of typical day like?
Typical day, I don't think there is one, to be honest. I think an amazing job, amazing industry to be in. It can be quite challenging at times, but very, very rewarding. Depends what shift I'm on at work. So I work opposite shifts to my assistant spa manager, so there's always one of us there to support the team. So if I'm on a morning shift, it will generally be helping to open up the spa, checking the operational side of things, everything's okay, checking to see what guests we've got in for the day and that the team are ready and prepared. And then it'll be things like checking my emails, and depending on where we are within the month and the year, it may be around payroll, it may be rota time, a financial review, all those sorts of things, keeping up to date with what's happening at other spas and within the industry. Yeah, lots of things really. I think sometimes you go in having a plan of what your day is going to be like, and it can flip completely around, and you
Yeah,
go home having had a completely different day to what you thought you were going to have. But
yeah.
yeah, it's a really good industry to be in,
Oh,
and an amazing team as well. I think that
oh.
makes a difference.
Yeah, so that must have been, obviously this year has been unlike any other. So, I mean, obviously working with such a large team as well, how did you keep
Yeah.
that sort of, how did you keep your staff sort of engaged and motivated? And,
Yeah,
it must have been
I
really
think.
hard.
Yeah, and I think when we first went into lockdown and we were all furloughed, it was such an uncertain time. And
Mm,
I think we all went through a roller coaster of emotions. And we have a WhatsApp group chat with all the teams. So we had regular chats each day, kept each other up to date with what we were all doing. We set some yoga challenges. So we did a 30-day yoga challenge that we could all take
good.
part of.
Mm,
We sent pictures around to each other and kept each other updated with how we were getting on.
yeah.
And then we also linked up with ESPA as well. They were absolutely amazing at setting up online workshops that we could get involved with. So we
Oh,
did
fantastic.
product refreshers, a lot of Ayurvedic training, chakra crystals, that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
that really helped to just pull the team together and keep us all motivated so that we were looking forward to when we went back.
Oh, that's good. And learn new skills as well, which is
Yeah.
sort of important, isn't it?
And I think because this year was a really big year for Spa with launching lots of new products and
Mm,
new modern alchemy. So we were all really worried that we were going to miss out on that, but Spa kept us all updated regularly. And so with the workshops, it really helped us to still
yeah.
understand and learn the new products.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
since you've been back then, since reopening the spa, which obviously was good for, everyone, including yourself,
Yeah.
what changes have you had to make and sort of, and how has business been?
Yeah, I think when we all went back, we were all uncertain of how things were going to go, if guests would feel safe and confident and happy coming back into the spa industry. But I can happily say that it's been quite overwhelming how busy we've been and how guests have been happy and really eager to come back and see us. And all our lovely loyal guests that follow us and come to us quite frequently have come back, but also we've had a real influx of new guests as well, so it's been really nice to see some new faces.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
Have you?
we've been very lucky.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Well, it shows the sort of strength of your brand and, and the sort of service that you offer, the fact that people do want to come back in
Yeah.
and it makes them feel so much better afterwards as well. And have with the sort of guests that you have coming in, have you noticed that they have a better understanding of wellness now or a greater need of it? Have you seen?
Yeah, definitely. I think being in lockdown gave us all time to reflect on sort of how we live our lives and that sort of me time and that downtime, because we all live really busy lives nowadays and have
Yeah.
so much going on that I think it's made people reflect on how maybe before how much time we dedicated to ourselves. And so I think people are now feeling that they can have that time and spend that money on relaxation and their well-being and their health.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Well, interestingly, the term spa at home was one of the most, sort of popular search terms. So, it just shows that people are trying, when they couldn't come into spa, they were trying to get that experience and the benefits at home. Are there any sort of products or, ways that you recommend people can get that experience when they're not in spa?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think the first thing is dedicating or setting aside some time for yourself, whether it be a 10-minute ritual at home or if you've got an hour to spare. And then the environment that you put yourself in, so the lighting, the mooding, maybe lighting some candles or an inhalation bowl with some essential oils to really get the body ready, get the mind ready. I think then it's the products that you use, definitely. I think some really good quality, luxurious products, even if it's just one product that you can afford to buy for yourself, it can really make a difference on how you feel.
Yeah. And I know with Esbar, they do some wonderful, you know, some beautiful products, don't they? I mean, I always remember their pink clay mask for the hair, and that's sort of, it's always nice to buy something that's a little bit different, isn't it? And that you wouldn't normally buy, and it makes you feel really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've just launched their Modern Alchemy products as
Oh,
well, which I
yeah.
think takes it to a whole new level as well
Oh,
for
does
sort
it?
of luxurious products
Oh,
to use at home.
are there any particular ones that you'd recommend that you've tried?
Yeah, I think I've fallen in love with their the cleansing milk for the body. So you apply it to the body dry before you get into the shower, and then once you're in the shower, it turns to more of an oil consistency, but the aromas are just amazing.
Oh,
And
that sounds...
the skin feels amazing. So even just one product that you can use
Yeah.
maybe daily or weekly can make such a difference.
Oh, that sounds blissful. I'm going to try that one.
Yeah,
Haven't heard
definitely
of one
recommend.
like that. Yeah, you don't really, although you think of using soap, you don't think of that sort of the way we cleanse our faces, cleansing the
Yeah,
body. And I
yeah,
think something that changes, it's almost like magic, isn't it? Sort of, it has a
yeah.
dual purpose.
Yeah, and I think people really underestimate the power of essential oils and on how they can make you feel just through that sense of smell as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I always sort of swear by, you know, and there's so much still to discover about essential oils. You know, they have so many great, you know, sort of health benefits, don't they?
Well, I know we've one of the things we've been doing at the spa is a welcome ritual. So when people arrive, they sanitize their hands, and then we give them a hot towel with lemongrass oil on.
Oh,
So that's
yes.
um, really good at killing off germs. But clients just love the fragrance and the smell when they arrive at the spa.
Yeah, well, it's very uplifting, isn't it? The whole, you know,
Yeah.
the citrus sort of smell. Oh, lovely. And I know on your blog as well, you often give advice on how to, you know, spa at home and how to relax and etc. So, you know, it's always good to look on the Spa at Bedford Lodge blog.
Yeah,
To
absolutely, yeah.
check out some of Rebecca's latest, you know, intel, really.
Hi.
Advice. So finally, you know, if you could choose any treatment, if you were going to a spa, which would it be? What's your sort of favourite?
I think this is a really hard question for anyone that
It
works within the industry because I think I'd have them all, but I
is.
think mine would be one of our facial treatments because you get an element of everything. So you get your neck and shoulder massage, a full scalp massage, but also then your skincare as well. So you get those immediate results, but also longer results as well.
Yeah, that's great. No, I agree. It's very hard to choose just one. But I think anything that involves a little bit of massage and, you know, where you can actually look better as well at the same time, you know, your skin looks healthier. Because I think there's nothing like a spa massage for the face, you know, it just immediately rejuvenates, doesn't it? And you know, gives you that sort of glow of health as well. So yeah,
I think also the power of touch and the pressure points that you work on as well can have an effect all over the body, not just necessarily on the face or shoulders.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. On the pressure points, are there any pressure points that someone at home could use to sort of instantly relax themselves or, you know, release tension?
I know one for me, like if I'm feeling quite tense or I'm suffering from a lot of tension in my scalp and head area, is sort of underneath the eyebrows and then up through the third eye as well. And I find that really helps me to relax.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Great. Oh, well, thank you for all your
Oh, you're
valuable
welcome.
advice. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I really recommend that everyone goes to the spa at Bedford Lodge because it is a really beautiful experience. And Rebecca and her team are just first class in every way. So you'll be guaranteed a wonderful experience and great to, you know, and really nice sort of snacks and food as well. So yeah, the whole shebang really. But thank you, Rebecca. It's been really lovely having you today. And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, no, it's been really good. And yeah, and I hope to see you soon. But, yeah, good luck with everything and keep doing what you're doing because it's really valuable. Okay,
Oh,
then.
thank
We'll
you.
see you.
Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye.